Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our fantasy pick show. And make no mistake about it, we're going after the big bag, 500,000.
I think it's 300 this
300,000,
time.
yes.
Bernie,
Place.
little poetic license over here, my brother.
Well,
300,000.
300,000 for three.
Now, if we win that, we split that three ways, correct?
That's 100%
Yes.
correct.
100% correct. All right, I'm with it. Now, have we picked some off the beaten
Week
path
13,
kind
right?
of players? What?
Week 13?
Week
Yes,
13,
week
yeah.
13. I
Week
do
13,
believe.
yeah. Okay, you have how much? 65,000 to spend?
60,000.
60,000 to spend, Bertie. Let's go. Who's your first round pick?
Okay, we're starting off this week. We did not get a pick in last week, so this week we're going with a theme is Miami Dolphins.
Whoa,
Miami's the hot
stack,
team right
the
now.
stack.
And we do have a Miami stack. That is correct. I'm a little short on one of my picks. Who did I have up there for my middle receiver? Okay, it was Pittman. I wasn't sure. But let's start off with Tua Tagliavola.
What's that costing you? I'm
I
curious about
believe
that.
it was
6,900.
yeah, it wasn't a high price for a guy that's been pretty productive. And a couple of weeks ago, he had the most fantasy points of any quarterback in the.
All right, I like it. I'm feeling it.
He's a 70% completion percentage in the league, and against the Giants defense this week, I stacked him along with Jalen Waddle, the receiver out of Alabama, who's been having breakout games lately. I also took Myles Gaskins, the running back, against the Giants defense, who's been getting a majority of the carries also. My other running back was Antonio Gibson of the Redskins. We saw what he did the other night. And the offensive line for the Redskins has been playing very well lately. He's got a little minor issue with his shin, but I don't think it's going to be nothing that's going to keep him out of the game. Plus the fact that McKissick got hurt, the other back that he splits carries with. So
What is Gibson's value, money-wise?
I think he
62.
was 62. So he's a little undervalued for a guy that's
agree.
been running the ball pretty good in the last few weeks.
Okay.
As far as the other receivers, I went with this kid, Pittman from Indianapolis, who has been putting up numbers lately. He's been getting the majority of the passes from Wentz, and they even though they lost last week, they still did put up 31 against Tampa. So they're playing the Texans this week, so they should be able to put some points up.
And
against them.
it's, in a game that they're going to look to validate themselves, I think. Go ahead.
And when all else fails for receivers, Keenan Allen of the Chargers is an absolute
Catching machine.
Every week, this guy's putting up 20
Absolute
points, no matter
machine.
who they got coverage on him or who he's playing. So
Just catching the ball like
you
crazy.
cannot
All right.
discount this guy. Going with tight end, getting back to the stack, I took the tight end for the Dolphins, Gesicki. He's been a little bit hit or miss, but with Tua back in the lineup now, and we know it's not
Sure.
Jacoby Brissett. Tua likes to throw the tight end, so I'm targeting the stack with Tua. I had 9,000 left over for my flex, which was
And I
a
love
lot,
this pick.
which was
Say
a
it
lot.
loud.
So as
Say
soon
it
as
loud.
I did, I went with
Say it proud.
I went with Cooper Kupp of the
Cooper
Rams.
Kupp.
So with that price,
Y'all,
this is
you better
another.
put some respect on that name.
This is another
Cooper
guy
Kupp.
where no matter what his price is, you have to play him every week because
Yeah,
he's
you do.
putting up 15 to 20
Yeah.
points every single
Put
week.
some respect on that name.
He averages
Cooper
21
Kupp.
points per game. 21
So,
points per game.
Cooper Kupp's the man for me this week on my
Put
flex.
some respect on that name.
My defense, I went
Cooper
with
Kupp.
a team, a hot defense right now. The 49ers are going up to Seattle. Seattle looks abysmal right now. So the 49er defense going up Seattle against them.
I
figured
like it, Bernie. I'm
San Francisco
smelling the
might be
money.
able to,
I'm smelling the money.
Birdie had $300 left over, too.
yeah, I had 300 left over, but that's not really a lot.
We'll
And
take it in Bitcoin.
I like, yeah. So that's my team for this week. And Riley, you're up next.
Okay, so with me, I took Tom Brady as my quarterback for 85, I believe.
What am I
Yes.
hearing?
Listen,
I love it.
That's
I
the
don't
number
hate
one
Tom Brady,
quarterback.
it.
but
love
I
it.
think he's going to be the highest scorer this week.
Absolutely.
Well, listen, I picked the Falcons in the picks just because I wanted to move away from you guys, but I believe the Buccaneers will come out and absolutely slap around the Falcons, and that's why I picked that's why I picked Brady, and you'll see a little bit later.
Plus indoors.
Yes, and you'll see a little bit later. I picked the Bucks pretty heavy. So then I also took Elijah Mitchell, and his number's a little small, but I think it's for 7,000. He's the running back for the 49ers.
I love him.
Debo Samuel just got hurt, and he's
Sure.
going to be back next week, not this
Yep.
week. So Mitchell's going to get even more carries, so he's
Sure,
going
I
to
love it.
explode this week.
Love it.
And then I took Saquon Barkley just because I have him in Dynasty. Why not root for him in two different leagues?
There
He
you go.
has the potential to blow up. I don't think he will, but Might as well. They're playing the Dolphins. I don't know. It could be a shootout. And then Mike Evans. This is the stack I have with the Buccaneers. He's a touchdown machine. That dude catches touchdowns like it's like waking up on every time he just touchdown.
It's a good matchup for them this
exactly.
week,
So I'm
too,
hoping at least 2 touchdowns, a minimum 1 touchdown from him. And then one of my biggest picks, I don't understand why he was so cheap for 65, was Mike Williams, the receiver for the Chargers. Yeah, that game's going to be a shootout. And the Bengals give up the 32nd. They give the most points in the league to fantasy wide receivers. So you taking Keenan Allen, I'm taking Mike Williams. We got big numbers in the receivers.
Points.
Yeah,
that's good.
And he's the big play receiver. So he's the guy who gets you a 50-yard catch or 40-yard catch. So that's why I like him. And then Adam Thielen, again, another touchdown machine. This dude's always catching touchdowns. So I went with him. And they're playing the Lions. I mean, they're more than likely going to beat the Lions. Then I went with Dallas Goedert, the tight end for the Eagles. They're playing the Jets, and it's the Jets. I don't gotta tell you much more. It's the
matchups.
Jets. So yeah, I'm gonna take him. And then I spent big everywhere else, and unlike Brady, I had like no money left over for my flex. So I took a guy who I'm hoping not a lot of people have, in Van Jefferson Jr. He's the 3rd receiver for the Rams. He's the big play receiver. If you guys watched the game last week, he was the receiver that caught the touchdown, the 73-yard touchdown, and the guy was like tripping over him.
Some big games this year,
and he's a big play dependent, so he needs to go out and he's their burner.
Dependent. All right.
And then for my defense,
I like the logic there, young brother.
And then my defense, I ran with the Dolphins.
Absolutely.
The Dolphins
I
against
love
the Giants.
Defense.
They get a lot of turnovers. If you watch the game against last week, which I don't think a lot of people did,
no, but
they got so many.
Cylinders
exactly.
Now,
Interceptions, fumbles, is ridiculous.
I'm going to add a new wrinkle to the segment. Since you guys demand my attendance, what's the pitch chances of Birdie's team finishing in the money?
Oh, I don't know how you could put a percentage on that.
I'm going to say 75%.
75%, you think?
Yeah. And
I'm loaded up on Miami, so it's going to come down to what Tua does and what my stacks with the Dolphin players.
What do you think? You in the money? I'm going to go 75% for the both of you.
75% for me, too?
I mean, we've been in the money
money quite a bit.
Been in the money more than we haven't been in the money.
Yeah, we just haven't gotten to the...
We want to crack
money.
the vault.
No,
we're coming for you. You hear me? You know,
maybe this is the week.
The Bridge Shops was in Boston, wasn't it?
It was.
All right. Well, listen. This is reincarnated. We're coming for the 2021 DraftKings robbery. Give us the money. Give us that money. I am the Hurricane for Rowdy Riley and the Birdman, and for everybody out there listening. It's BadCatz. You know what's up.